But like, what about my human rights?
Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Dan Studios, where we bring you the latest news in a short and informative format, and of course in the comfort of a studio. Now, in order to comply with the government's wishes, we here at Dan Studios have decided to self-isolate and to work from home, which is why, as everybody can see, we are still recording this show in my living room and not in the studio. Now, before we get into today's content, don't forget to subscribe, punch that like button, and share our content, as we want to continue to bring everyone fantastic, light-hearted content, especially in these tough times. So don't forget to turn on the notification bell as well and follow us as we continue to work to build a better future. Now, for those who watched last week's video, you would already know that the state of Victoria has made face masks a mandatory item that you must have when leaving your house. If you are caught without a face mask on, you will be fined $200 right on the spot. Now, also, retail stores and other general stores have been given regulation and authority to enforce mask wearing and refuse entry to those who are not wearing a mask, which is pretty understandable considering the law already states that you must have a mask on your face. Now, recently this video has surged up over the internet. It's of a middle-aged woman arguing with a Bunnings employee after being denied entry and asked to wear a mask before entering the store. Have a look.
I beg your pardon? Beg your pardon?
It's alright, I'm just asking if you've got a mask.
Well, it's clear I don't. And you are not authorised to ask me or question me about it.
Would you like to speak to the manager?
Sure.
We need a medical certificate if you guys aren't wearing a mask.
I actually don't need a medical certificate if you refer to the
please stop
DH.
filming me?
No, I'm allowed to do this. And you're discriminating
I'm not
against me.
discrimination. We're all just trying to all be in this together. We all have
All
to
in
wear a
what
mask.
together? I actually don't. And you're not authorised by the Australian government to even question me about it.
It's a condition of entry of our store as a...
Then that's discrimination, and I can have you sued personally for discriminating against me as a woman.
We're not discriminating against anyone.
You
it's
are.
A condition of entry to all Bunnings stores.
It's
So you're
not.
required to wear a mask.
It's an unlawful condition of entry.
Yep.
Therefore, that exposes you personally and Bunnings to being sued for discrimination, because it is in breach of the 1948 Charter of Human Rights to discriminate against men and women.
We're not trying to discriminate. Could you please
You are.
stop filming?
No, I'm not going to stop filming, because this is my evidence against you and Bunnings for discriminating against me as a woman.
We're not
You
trying to
are.
discriminate against anyone.
You totally are. If you take out your phone and look up the Department of Human Services and have a look at the conditions of wearing a mask, I don't even have to have this conversation with you, because you're not authorised by the Australian government to even question me.
As I said, it's just a condition of entry to all
I don't
Bunnings
care. It
stores, as
doesn't
states.
apply to me.
It applies to every single
It does
person
not.
who walks through the doors.
It does not, because that's a breach of the Charter of Human Rights.
It's a condition
You
of entry to all
cannot
Bunnings
do
stores.
that.
I'm not going to keep
You
repeating myself.
cannot
Please stop filming
do
me.
that. I'm
Please
not going to stop filming you. It is unlawful, and it is discriminatory, and it is illegal. And I'm going to continue going in here and getting what I need, because it is unlawful for you to do that.
No worries, if that's...
For those of you who are unsure or don't know what Bunnings is a type of hardware store. It's normally in a big warehouse, and it sells your construction, your DIY, your gardening and tools. So it's a very busy store, as you can imagine. Lots of people would want to do some gardening and some DIY or some, home improvement at their own houses, especially with the whole lockdown going on right now. Now, this woman that the internet has deemed as Karen is having an absolute go at this Bunnings manager when asked to wear a mask, saying that Bunnings requesting their customers to wear a mask does not apply to her because it's a breach of the Charter of Human Rights, and that it is her, quote, "It is her right as a living woman to do whatever I or her wants." Okay, now look, I have nothing against you being a woman and doing what you want, because, feminism and go females. Yeah, but your arguments are completely irrelevant in this circumstance. Saying that asking to put her mask on is discriminatory? What? I don't think you understand what what that word means. He is simply asking you to wear a mask because you are the only one not wearing a mask. That is not singling you out. If everyone was not wearing a mask, including you, and then they asked you, and just you, to wear a mask, then that would be discriminatory. You cannot start just pulling out all these charters and feminism sayings just because, you think you can and you think, oh, I'm just gonna say this as an excuse because this is my right. No. There is a time and place for these sayings, and this is clearly not the time. I don't even know what can go through your mind in order for you to come up with these reasonings to suggest that you can do this. Another video also popped up when two policemen asked a female to wear a mask and other asked for their details, because as a police officer, whenever you come into any interaction with someone, they have to take down your identification in order to, keep it as a record when they go back and do paperwork. Now, the women refused to give their details and claimed that the police was in the wrong. Now, how ignorant can you get? The woman then goes on to say, I need to take your details and report you. Like, how hard is it to simply just follow some already extremely easy rules? You can see it's these kinds of people that makes the rest of us suffer and put us in an extremely terrible position where we have to continue to be in lockdown because the virus isn't going away. Because you are spreading all of these germs into other people. Now, all things aside, I think, honestly, these videos are quite hilarious. I think they're quite a riot. I think they're so stupid. It just shows how ignorant people can be, especially in these kind of periods where, being extra sensitive and being extra considerate to the people around you is a very important thing. It's those little actions like wearing a mask out in public and listening to the rules that are being imposed. It's these little things that can make big changes to our future, Now, I understand that the second lockdown is a lot harder to go through. I personally do believe that I'm struggling to go through the second lockdown a lot more than I did the first time, but it is important to think positively and think that if everyone continues to follow the rules like we're supposed to be, it's not that bad. We'll get out of this easily and we'll go back to our normal way of life and we can then celebrate then. As a constant reminder, I would like to continue to remind everyone that the coronavirus, it's still here. It's still a very serious issue and active cases are going up by the number day by day. We should be complying with what the government is asking us, as social distancing continues to prove to be the best weapon against the virus. Now, we need to be understanding the next couple of months are going to be tough, but we can tough it out and, beat this virus because what can't we beat, We're the smartest animal on this planet. I think it was wrong to call us animals. We're the smartest specimens to be on this planet, right? And I think we can beat through it. Remember to avoid crowded areas and always maintain a good level of hygiene. Always remember to wash your hands, hand sanitize. Remember to wear a face mask unless you want to cop a $200 fine. Thank you for tuning in today's episode. I'm your host Dan. I'll see you guys on the next one. Okay, bye!